Hey, what's up everybody? We are going to give you a quick example of some things that you should be considering when training a dog. Today we have two dogs with us. Both have entered our training program at exactly the same time. What we want to show you is the contrast or the comparison between the two dogs. And as we make this comparison, I don't want you to be trapped in the idea that, well, one dog is one breed, another dog is another breed. What we want you to show you is that the temperament and the character traits of the dog based on its breeding indicate more to its success in training than the training itself. We believe that there are some genetic limitations to a lot of different dogs and even by breed, but for the most part, their parents are who they are. So again, these two dogs that we're demonstrating in this video are going to be of the same time in training. One is a little bit younger than the other, and one is a little bit more motivated for food, but these are genetic traits that the dog has. So in this video, again, you're going to see two dogs in the same amount of time in training. The only variables that you might see are the amount of repetitions that one dog has had over the other in the day itself, not in training by itself. So same amount of days, same amount of opportunities to learn. One dog is going to have less motivation for working, whereas the other one is not. One is going to understand its expectations of training better. One will understand the marker better than the other. These are, again, these are not things that the trainer might have done wrong, but more so the genetic traits of the dog. So we have two different dogs here that have been essentially in the same amount of training. They've started the training program the same exact time frame. What we have is a dog that's much more motivated for food and a dog that's not as motivated for food. They've gotten the same lesson plans, but they haven't got the same message. So same exact training, same exact methodology, just not understanding how to work for food the same way, and different motivators. So obviously this dog really wants to play with other dogs, whereas that one does not want to play with other dogs. It just wants the food that we're offering. So we'll run you through some things that we're doing with this one. I just want you to see the difference between the two. So first off, both dogs have learned a marker, okay? They're learning the release, and they're both learning how to get onto the platform, okay? But you can see this dog a little bit more unsettled, that one a little bit more focused, okay? Okay. Good. Gemma. Good. So it's not that she doesn't understand, it's that she just doesn't understand how to maintain her focus the same way as that one does. Nothing's changed between the training program. This one, not as settled. The Golden Retriever is 5 months old and the German Shepherd is 9 months old. So really what we have here is just a dog that hasn't figured out life the same way the Golden Retriever has. This is a genetic problem, could potentially be an upbringing problem, whereas this dog has been allowed to play with a lot of dogs, potentially. I don't really know the dog's entire background, but certainly she really likes to play with other dogs or interact with other dogs, whereas that one says, I like food more than interacting with dogs. So this training process is the same, just one might take a little longer than the other. So this, again, I keep repeating it, but this is a genetic problem and potentially an upbringing problem, not a breed problem. So if it's a genetic problem, that would rely on the breeding of the dog, not necessarily by breed itself. So it's supposed to be that the German Shepherd is a really strong, smart, independent, confident dog, whereas that's not always the case. So they all learn the same way. They all learn through some type of classical conditioning or operant conditioning. But the definition that I have for a smarter dog than the other is one that learns the pattern for that classical conditioning or operant conditioning faster than the other. And then a good trait to help increase that learning process is the dog's motivation. So this would be internal motivation, meaning I want what somebody is offering me and I'm willing to try hard to get it. Come here, Pup. Okay. So as a final note, takeaway from this exercise is that we have two dogs that have been in the same training program for the same amount of time, learning the same things. One is just progressing faster than the other, only because of who it is as an individual, because of its breeding, not by breed by itself.